Okay, so here's what it's like to drive in Sweden. One of my favorite things is that they warn you if there's a speed camera up ahead. And they remind you of the speed you're supposed to be going so you don't get a ticket. When you're learning to drive in Sweden, you get this huge sign to put on the back of your car that says övningskör. And that just means you're learning how to drive. And that's so smart. I don't know why we don't have that in America. It's funny, and I grew up in San Francisco. 6-lane highways, crazy intersections, parallel parking. Do you think anyone had patience with me? No. People were honking at me, people were yelling at me, and I remember being so stressed. So nice, because if you have that sign on the back, everyone is so much more patient with you. We need to bring that to America. One thing you do have to get used to is we have roundabouts everywhere. So much better than four-way stops. In the neighborhood I grew up in, they tried to put in roundabouts, but they did not work at all. Because they planned them completely wrong. They just took like a regular 4-stop intersection and just put this like big round like rock in the middle of it. They're like, look, our roundabout. No. If a roundabout's too small, then it completely defeats the purpose of a roundabout. It just turns into a 4-way intersection anyway. But the roundabouts in Sweden are big, actually work, and are so effective. But stressful if you're not used to them. Also, manual cars are everywhere. Here in Sweden, most everyone I know either owns a manual car or knows how to drive a manual, or doesn't own a car at all because public transportation is so amazing. Another thing is that you cannot drink and drive in Sweden. In America, the legal limit is 0.08. In Sweden, I believe it's like 0.02. Drinking and driving in America is actually so common. I remember being so surprised coming to college and realizing how common that was. And that's so bad. In Sweden, no. When you drive to my place in Sweden, there's a lot of deer and everything. And if you accidentally hit a deer, there's a hunter you call to basically go out into the woods with his dog to mercy kill the deer so it doesn't suffer. It happened to my mom one time and she accidentally hit a deer, but they didn't find the deer. So that means the deer was probably okay. He probably survived. The only thing I would change about Swedish driving is I wish you could turn right on red because it's so effective. And my Swedish friends think I'm crazy when I say that, but it's kind of like the roundabout saying, like once you get used to turning right on red, see how much more effective. So then you love it. But yeah, now you're prepared to drive in Sweden. Hej då!